All right, guys. Hey, so sorry I am late. I've been having some technical issues here with Stanley Parable. I know it's like it's an older game, but it's given some real trouble with getting everything up and running. Um, but it all looks good now. So this is good. This is good. All right. Yeah. So I've never played the Stanley Parable before. It was requested, and since I play requested games on Mondays, I figured, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and play this one. So, yeah, I normally give a lot of time to, like, load up and let people get here and stuff, but there's not, a really cool theme song in the front. It's just kind of office sounds. So we're going to go ahead and start the game and, interact with people as they come through, and I've never played the Stanley Parable before, so should be good all around. All right, so let's begin this game. Gotta love technical difficulties, man. Just gotta love technical difficulties. I literally have no idea what I'm getting into right now, so let's do this. All right, the man named Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed.
And I like that desk. That desk is really nice.
Came to him through
just how empty and organized it is.
Telling him what buttons to push.
Wish my desk looked like that.
How long to push them and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And
hey, I'm a panda. No, actually, I've already hit affiliate on Twitch.
Stanley
I'm already a Twitch affiliate. So if you want to cheer and hit #1, you can do that now. That's a thing.
For this job. And Stanley was happy.
Aw, Stanley's so happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh, no.
Something that would forever change Stanley.
Well, what happened? What happened to Stanley?
Something he would never quite forget.
Hey, thanks for subscribing.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Uh-oh, this is
No
bad.
one showed up to give him instructions.
Did I come in on a Saturday?
Call a meeting, or even say,
I think I came in on a Saturday.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete
I'm a panda.
Something
no
was
extra
very
time here.
clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, but like, can I interact with any of these things? Can I jump? I can't jump. No. What's over here? Is that typing when I click? I don't know. Alright, well, I guess I'm stepping out of the office. This is, hello, no. This is the Stanley Parable. It was requested in the Discord server, so,
all of his co-workers
figured I would go ahead and play it.
What could it mean?
And
Stanley decided
gone.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, maybe. Let's, oh, you hate Mondays?
No matter
okay.
how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, what's on this screen, huh? Can I read it? No, it's not gonna let me read it. Okay. Yeah, so the Stanley Parable. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on here. It's been kind of buggy for me, which is kind of annoying. I'm not sure if the Stanley Parable is just buggy in general or my computer's just having fits, but yeah, okay. Why are these papers on the floor? I feel like maybe that shouldn't be the case. Okay, so going through. Where is said meeting room?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, there are a couple of horror games in the suggestions. So actually, I think on this playthrough, because I know there's some different endings here, I think I'm gonna do exactly as I'm told the first time, and then we're gonna just play again, and we'll see how it goes. So I went through the door on my left. That option is now closed off for me. What is going on here? Where is everybody? Why am I the last person to leave work? This is never good.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
whiteboard manager?
there.
That's terrible. Rip Fawns. Aw. The Fawns. The Fawns. Yeah, so, okay, this looks terrible. I've worked in an office. Like, this many meetings is not productive at all. Okay, tips for not getting fired. Make sure your slide has a sick blue graphic in the header. And oh no! Everyone is you. Most of all. Okay, cool. Bi-quarterly post review. What is this? Teenagers. A lot of percent. I like this. A lot of percent space between teenagers and the size of demographics. This data means nothing. But that is essentially what meetings do. There's just a whole bunch of stupidity. 402, 405, death sport portion, primary review schedule. Huh. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Okay, well, a big net, some sort of child trap. Definitely go with the child trap. I definitely think. What do people want? Things, money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs. Graphs about things and money. There's our new product. Okay, cool. So, oh my gosh, this is like a work simulator. Is this a work simulator? Because I'm gonna feel really bad if this is a work simulator. Okay, there's a broom closet. Can I go in said broom closet? I can. What is in said broom
Stanley
closet?
stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I guess. There's nothing there. Let's close the broom closet door. Okay. I'm a panda. Please don't put real names in the chat.
To his boss's office.
All right, but what if I... Okay, wait, no. I said I was going to do everything that I'm told to do on this playthrough, and then once I finish that, I will... Oh, this is nice. Kind of like Cthulhu art on the wall. Everything on this playthrough I'm going to just, like, do as I'm told, and then the next time I'll move on. Okay, can't go in there. This is a really cool, like, office.
His manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
What is it?
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
All right, 2845.
But incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley
Thanks,
happened
narrator.
to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Where... Oh, there's the newly opened passageway. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Well, this is pretty dark. I guess we'll go down. I guess we'll go down. Pushing the big red button down. All right, so like, where is everybody? Does this? I hope this tells me like where everybody is, because that would be really, really kind of upsetting if like you go through the entire game as Stanley and like it's just not.
Descending deeper into
Not
the building,
perfect.
Stanley realized he felt
Oh.
a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion
Hey, Taco,
in
how
his
are you doing?
chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years...
Yeah, I'm probably
it had
gonna get
never
fired.
occurred to
You know,
him?
I'm not like
This
actually
question
working.
would not go unanswered for long.
Okay. So like I'm in the belly of the
Stanley walked
company.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh look, there's an escape. Okay, well like wait. I thought I saw some tally marks down that hallway. All right, well I guess I didn't. I'm gonna do everything that this one tells me to on this playthrough. We're gonna see how everything goes, and then we'll spice things up on the next playthrough. Okay. Because I imagine this isn't going to take long. Oh, I got to press the button. Okay, pushing button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
It is. It is
What
quite. Hey,
horrible
look,
secret
cigarette
did
butts.
this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh yeah, we're definitely, or the stupidity. We're just gonna find the stupidity within ourselves. Okay, cool. So there's like cameras there and everything. Let's hit the camera button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Oh man.
And Stanley, one of them.
Hey, welcome back.
Monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Yeah, I've never played this game, so I'm just kind of like, what the heck's going on here? But all right, cool. I'll hit the button. What's the worst thing that can happen from pressing a button? All right, where's?
It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to
did this thing just
blindly?
like? Did this thing just hit the fourth wall with like he's being controlled by a player?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
For a game that's like 7 days or 7 years old, like this isn't too bad.
The heart of the operation. Controls
it didn't age that bad.
with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Huh.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay. I don't know if that means... I guess that means I gotta go to the power facility. Or facility power. My controls are idle, awaiting the input. I shall input them. Off. Okay. Is that the end?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I don't know. These are the questions I have.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange...
Oh, it's not the end. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. It's good to know that it's not the end.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
I feel like this is
Whatever
just a computer screen.
Lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
This is really nice. Like, this is a really, like, pretty...
immense possibility of the new path before him.
This is really pretty.
Was exactly the way. Right now.
The Cake is a Lie, 89. Thanks for welcome to the stream. I am like this is the first one. I literally just started. This is the first thing. I was told that there are a ton of different endings, but I figured, you know what I would do? I would like play through the first one right off the bat. So yeah, The Cake is a Lie. That was the first ending. Now we go back and now we disobey. That's what we do. We just obeyed.
Gone. What could it mean?
And now
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
we just like get distracted by stuff and do stuff.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited to see what.
Single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
All right, narrator, you sassy man. Okay. That's a pretty picture. All right, can I? Okay, I'm like trying to freaking. Okay,
when
so
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
we go through the one on the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
That's fine.
Perhaps he wanted to stop
Welcome
by
to the
the
stream.
employee lounge first, just to admire it.
All right. Well, I haven't been this way before, so where's the employee room? Why are there papers on the floor? And what happened to all my people? Well, I guess not my people because like we're all slaves in here. Yeah, I guess I will ask. I'll ask
yes,
for the chat. Yeah.
Truly
So
a room worth admiring. It had really been
this
worth
reminds
the
me of a
detour
dorm my
after all,
friend stayed in
just to spend a
college.
few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Is that a? Okay, that's just like a fire alarm or whatever, but like, kind of looks like a turret. Yep. Okay. Cool. So can I?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly
is this narrator
captivating
just gonna get
that
sassier?
even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
You know what? I'm just gonna take a seat. But oh, that's like I'm laying on the floor now. Okay.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Oh, that is. Hey, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the family. Okay, this narrator's just like
Stanley sat
super
around
sad.
waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
All right. I'll go on,
But
narrator.
at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, but that looks like a cool room. I haven't been in that room. All right, fine, whatever.
And so he
We'll go down this.
detoured
We'll
through
go.
the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yeah, nope. What is this button? Let's hit this button. We go down. I think we're going back down to the thing. Nick 13, welcome. This is the Stanley Parable is what this game is. Yep, it's the Stanley Parable.
Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Yes.
So now, in order to get back, he needed to go from here. It's left.
Oh, well, okay. Okay.
Oh no, it's to the right. My mistake.
Oh my gosh. Stupid narrator. Give me the right directions, man.
No.
Okay.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute?
Oh my gosh, narrator. Get your crap together. Get your crap together. No, it is not a horror game. I don't think. It's like an interactive story.
Left,
So I don't really know anything about it. I don't think it's like meant to be scary. It's just like you're
This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay, thanks, narrator. You finally got your crap together. It's basically like a narrator is telling me what to do, and like I can choose to do it or not. And so like first ending, I just followed exactly what he told me to do, and that was like quick. That was like 5 minutes, 10 minutes into the stream, and
no,
had succeeded already.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
No.
Okay. We just have to get back to oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Are you serious?
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
Okay, I love this narrator. This narrator guy is good. I already love this game. This stupid narrator. All right, cool.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
So
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
yes.
he had simply
Okay,
missed
except
the
for we're
memo.
not going to the meeting room. We're gonna take a right again. Oh wait, we gotta go left because we can't take a right there. But
when Stanley... Wait, what?
Dude, I just
No,
walked in here. What are you?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be...
Narrator.
Did something change? Stanley.
What have you done?
Did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or...
No, I didn't mean to.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yeah, exactly.
It was right here just a minute ago.
What'd you do with the story?
Sure
Oh, the story's
it's
probably right here in
somewhere.
this box.
Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come,
Cool.
Stanley. Let's find the story.
All right, guys. Which door? Which door? I got 5 options. We're gonna go 1, and that's 5. What door should I go through? What door should I go through, chat? You decide for me. Because I'm going to go door number 2. All right, door number 2. First response. There we go. Door number 2. Here we go. What is this? Okay.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
Nope.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll
Everyone
ever
knows what you
progress
did. They're
by
just
starting
holding back
over and over again. But it's
to
gotta
let
be
you
better
torture
than
yourself.
this.
Oh, that's...
Okay, let's
that's,
give it a shot. Why
I guess
not?
that is inner guilt. Oh, are we restarting now again? Like, okay. I'm not sure what the heck is going on now.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. So, like, I guess when, like, Stanley... Daddy's boy, welcome to the stream. I guess when Stanley...
Okay,
Whoa,
it's
where are the
worse.
doors?
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is
Dang
back
it.
where we just came from.
Dang it,
Why
narrator.
don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Open. Give me the doors. Give me the doors back. Okay, so we're going back. Okay. Nope, no dead bodies here. What's on that? Sales quarter. Okay, nope, nothing important in there, I guess. Okay, let me go. Oh, what the heck is happening in here? Maybe no. Nope. Okay. Whoa, what's on the screen? Username access? Nope. Okay. Anything on this? Oh, that's different. That's different than the first time through.
Aha!
Wait.
I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Wait, where's my office? I thought this was my office. Where, like, this used to be my office. Okay. All right. So, yeah, so there was an office here, and now it's just a kind of blue world. I like it. I like it. What time is it? Oh, you know what? They even programmed the clocks to tell time. Look at that. It's 11:25 or 24, I guess.
No, wait. Never mind.
All
Not
right,
the
dude.
Story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace
my
our
gosh.
steps.
Is this narrator getting even? Is this what he's doing? Is like is he getting even for like me just totally getting off course? Oh, okay. Okay, narrator. What are you doing? What is this? What is
Now
this?
Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Yeah.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Awesome!
Congratulations!
I guess. I
know you
won.
put in a
Look
lot
at that.
of hard work, and it
I won.
really paid off. So, good job.
I won. Okay.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
Aw,
We both
but
know
I won.
you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Whoa, whoa,
Some
whoa.
people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay. I don't know. Okay. Look at this. There is literally a Stanley, don't mess this up line. Okay.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line.
Okay.
How simple is that?
Okay. I mean, I can follow the line, yeah. But, like, what if I go this way? How far away do I have to go? Okay.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Oh, really? He's just like, the line is going to tell you. Yeah, can I put subtitles on? Is that an option? Let me, audio? Closed captioning? Full captions? Yeah. Okay. Maybe that should fix things. All right, so he's done talking, so we're gonna go through. Oh, that guy was playing Gallica, which is, I understand that's not Gallica. That's Solitaire, but it was an Avengers quote, right? He thought we wouldn't notice, but we did. Okay. All right, we follow the line. Okay. Why are these boxes just there?
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself?
Oh, this got pretty meta.
Okay, Stanley,
this definitely
I need
got
to follow
pretty
this
meta.
train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
I guess.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct?
I don't know. There's a lot of big names, big words there.
That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
I'm not sure where you were going either.
I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
I like it. Marching music. This is good. Ah! One giant circuit. Okay, that is really loud. Alright, dude. I'm gonna follow the line. I'm gonna follow the line. Whoa, whoa. Can I just, like, can I wall jump? Oh, they put boxes up there to prevent me from going any higher. But I want to follow the line. Man. What is this? How do I walk on the ceiling? How do I even do that? Gaming YT, welcome. You are not late. You are right on time. Alright, this music is way too loud. Let's turn that down for me. Hopefully that's not coming through too loud for you guys. Okay, I really want to jump like this. Okay. You know, I've never played Payday, like the robbing Payday game. Okay, this line is getting absolutely crazy. Zigzag, 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 zigzag. Alright, what's over here? This narrator is really upset. He is definitely upset at this. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna monthly ledgers, corporate imbalances. We're definitely gonna just follow this line now. What's over here? I thought we were gonna do that, but you know. Oh look, it's a fax machine. Why the music? The music is because the narrator's just given up on me, and he's kind of been like, you know what? There is no destination, there is no story, there is no journey. Let's just enjoy the music. That was kind of why the music, I guess. So, forward, and following the line as best we can.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
Oh, look at this fern.
Stanley,
it's
this
a very
fern
important
will be
fern.
very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay, so this fern. They said it would be important later in the story. Alright, I think I've seen everything I need to about that fern. It's over here. Man, none of these doors open. I get I'm supposed to, like, follow what he tells me to, but, like, you know.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
So we did all of that to come back here, to go this way, to come this way, to go get fired again. I like it. I like it, Line. That's a great sense of humor.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh, man. This narrator is, like, actually really upset. Okay, do I follow the line this time, narrator? Because, like, last time, it didn't quite work. Okay. Yeah, alright. We're gonna follow the line, I guess.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Exactly.
We're intelligent people, right?
That's... Yes.
Why can't we make up our own story?
That's what I'm
Something
saying.
Exciting, daring,
That's what I'm saying.
mysterious. Oh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Why not? Because I like to wander anyways.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
That's right, narrator. Wait, did I just, like...
Go
hold on.
Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley.
Okay,
I'm
so
ready for it.
1 right, 2 right, 3 right. I should be exactly where I was based off of that. Like, that's... Yeah, like, okay, so, like, if I'm, like, 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, I should be right there. Like, I shouldn't be here. That's not how physics or reality works. I'm just saying. Okay, we're gonna keep going, but, like... Oh, I thought it was just gonna continuously have me going right, like, forever, and the game was gonna break. Okay. And now we go left. I guess that's nice.
Oh, no, not you again.
Oh, and the line's
Stanley,
coming from down.
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
That's right.
No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Good. Good. With the narrator, screw the line. We walk our own road. We are not Johnny Cash. We don't walk the line. Of course, the line is, like, doing its thing. So we're just gonna... Just the thing. Hey, look at this. It's like a circle room.
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
We must not squander this
I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
I'm gonna walk the other direction,
okay.
Please.
So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Dude, does it matter where we're going? Let's just go.
Yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Okay, but, like, I want to go through the left door. Fine, we'll go through the right door. The confusion ending.
Oh, Hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight
I love
times?
it. I love it.
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
Really? And like going through the left door would have
So
put me in
now,
the same
according
room?
to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing.
After a long
wall.
time, Stanley dies.
Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
All right, but like I'm stuck in here.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
What is this?
Whatever it is that made this schedule. How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Find a
So,
bookstore.
okay. I guess now we just wait.
Wait a
You
second.
know,
Wait a second.
I suppose in some
Find the line
way
again.
that
Yep.
this is a kind of story.
Identical
Wouldn't you
replica of The
agree?
Office began to
I'm not quite
deteriorate.
sure if
Attempt
we're
to
in
make
the
up story
destination
here.
or the journey.
Okay, narrator's
So
restart.
they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So, I
So
hope
there's
that's
no
where
longer
we
an
are
office. Simply,
right
yeah.
now.
So I haven't done that
We'll
yet. So I
find
haven't
out,
hit the
won't we?
7-3 restart. So is the
Eventually.
7-3 restart
Well,
thing?
in the meantime,
What the heck? What the heck just happened? Did the game crash? Was that planned? Or did my game just crash? Click on door
all of his
435
co-workers
times.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to... Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I mean, I'm going to keep clicking it. I'm pretty sure I've hit 20 times.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction.
Oh my
of
gosh.
witnessing
I will
true
click
effort
this
for a
door
noble cause.
until I get this
Perhaps
achievement.
50 clicks will
Thank
do
you,
it.
the cake is a lie,
Only
89. I will
70.
do this
50 clicks.
until I get this achievement. So guys, how are you doing while I'm working towards the while this 50 click achievement thing?
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true
How you guys doing
reward
today?
for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost.
Okay, narrator.
Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Yeah, okay. That sounds like fine. Something fine and dandy. 417. I know that's 420. I'm not an idiot. It's 417, 20 clicks. I'm clicking
Great.
pretty
Now,
quick.
go click a few times on door 437.
Okay. 437, we'll go back. This man's gonna make me...
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks
This
or so.
narrator's gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here. Up in here. I'm too white for that, but whatever.
Now, back to door number 437.
Why?
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine.
Let's do it. Where's the freaking copy machine? I'll click on anything.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Let's do it.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Let's do this. We're clicking on everything.
Almost got it. Now the copy machine do that one again.
This guy sounds like an old British lady who's just like super happy or annoyed at something on the telly.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door. 4, 3. Yes! We did it!
We clicked the doors.
Wow.
We clicked the stuff.
That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley.
Did he just orgasm
Nothing
from
could hold
clicking?
You back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
I don't know. Okay, so I guess we can go on now. I got the achievement. That's cool. How do I get through? Nope, okay. Yeah, the achievement spawned. I don't know if, I don't know if it showed up in the stream, but the achievement
Stanley
definitely
came
spawned.
to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yep, okay, so we're gonna go here.
Wow. Yes. This room. What
Yep,
a beautiful
okay, we've already
room.
heard all this dialogue,
But
so we're moving
eager
on.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, we've already done that, so we're gonna go straight now. It's over here. This is a cool room, like an architecture
Stanley
room.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I mean, I kinda... Wait, what does that read? What does that read? Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Okay. Jump? Like... There's not like a key to jump, is there? Do not jump while the cargo lift is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. Yes. Okay, yes. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Oh my gosh, thank you for
Good
telling
job,
me to do that.
Stanley.
That was so
Everyone
much fun.
thinks you are very powerful.
I'm also dead. But that was a lot of fun. Okay, here we go. Let's do this thing.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Alright, I'm not sure how to jump, though. Like... You can't just jump, so like... There was a box on the other one that I had to interact with. Yeah. Okay. Whoa, whoa, what's that say? Access up. 419 disk is off. Okay. Alright.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered
Alright,
the
we're
door
gonna go
on his
back.
left.
Let's see what the next ending
This
there
was
is.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
It is rather a nice employee lounge.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about? But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yep, still not happening. Okay, so we're in here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, so now we're gonna get on this thing. And we've already seen what happens
Stanley,
when I
I
jump.
think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
What is all this stuff?
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's
Really?
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Whoa, whoa, what do you mean? Is the narrator holding, like,
This is it,
somebody
Stanley.
hostage?
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Okay, what do I have to do?
She's been
I'm
waiting.
so interested. Okay. What? Oh, okay. Wandering in blackness. Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another.
All right. Well, you're saying unplug it, but I wanna see what happens when I pick up the phone. I'll come back. I'll come back and unplug it. See what happens.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Oh,
they want to commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
You're
Come
a dick,
inside.
narrator.
Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Aw. Oh, good morning, employee. 2427. Press R on your keyboard. What if I press H? Oh, I'm going to have to press R, huh?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
I love pushing buttons, though. Press 6. What if I press 5? Or 9? Or, okay, 6. Okay, well, I'm pressing 6, but numpad 6, but okay, cool.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Please press U. But, like...
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
This mannequin is really creeping me out.
Of new lands. It was wonderful.
Because, like, she's got pants on.
He returned to work was
like, the character model looks like that has pants on, but, like, also maybe not that has pants. So, okay, I can watch TV.
So he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Wait, did I kill them?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Oh, man. That's... Okay, I guess I prepared dinner in the microwave. Whoa, where's...
World, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Wow, this is super meta.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Aww.
But there is no answer.
I love you, wife.
Possibly be?
Am I back in my bloody office? Like one button at a time? Oh, this is really cool.
The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I mean, okay. Hands off the computers. We'll just, in fact, we will stare at the clock on the wall to see how much time passes, because I'm not going to push that button. I wonder how long I gotta not push that button before another round of dialogue happens. So, while I'm waiting for the dialogue to stop, guys, how is your day going? Oh, I need to press the button? Dang it, I'm trying not to, like, press the button. Whatever. Alright, whatever, we hit the button. Oh, it's 0.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What just happened? Okay. Cool. So he just did whatever he was told. So, okay. Alrighty then. Here we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Now,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's go all the way back and then unplug the phone and see what happens.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge.
Man,
first,
at this point, I
just
kind of
to
like, I
admire
feel
it.
like I've kind of memorized the path
Standing now in this
of the
incredible
office.
room, Stanley but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Yeah,
There's
but like...
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Alright, well, we've already gotten that. I am not
This is it,
interested in
Stanley.
what you have to
Your
say.
chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Okay, so we're gonna come into the room. And there we go, cool. We'll unplug
That's
that.
her, Stanley. You. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here.
But this is a
Clear as
power
day.
cable.
Stanley picks
So
up
how
the
does this phone actually
He's
work?
taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
I don't know,
None
man.
of
You
these
tell me.
decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation?
I mean...
Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe
Oh, I like
decision-making
this.
in
This
the
is
real
interesting.
world. Please
Thank you, The
observe
Cake is
this
Alive, for
helpful
showing me this
instructional
for
video.
this ending. I didn't know I could unplug it.
It's the best part of being a real person.
Yes.
But if
yes,
used
it is.
incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous.
Yes.
For
my
example,
family.
in
Perfect
this
example.
scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense,
I don't know.
in all
I would definitely.
likelihood,
I
that
mean, like
person is not
realistically,
real.
I want to
Allow
say
the person to face
that
their
I
thought,
would
then
light all the
provide an
orphans on
excuse
fire.
why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a
But that's
partner
not
and
okay.
practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
What the heck is a back sack and crack?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less?
I make a
And
lot
finally,
of choices a
if
day.
you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your
Well, it's
instructor
so
will guide
nihilistic.
you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
An infield exercise.
Ah, welcome back.
What?
You may have noticed
What on
that
earth?
this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. Hey, like there's
Now that
There's
we know
a
your choices are
thing on
meaningful,
this.
We can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Oh,
Imagine
that's
the
nice.
main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just
This
need to get
narrator
you
is so
home as soon
thoughtful.
as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
okay. So I guess I'm going back now. I'm not sure what's going on here. Definitely not sure.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Huh.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, but like what happens if I go back through the right door?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
I like this. Okay.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it?
Maybe.
To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy
Hire
all
someone
of
to
my
synergize
work?
papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy.
What do I do? What do I do?
Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy.
I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh, okay. Okay. I just... Not sure. How many endings are there in this game? Like, how many? Is there like 15 and I've hit like 6 of them already?
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world
closet at the exact
outside of
moment
you.
you need to open the closet door?
You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
Okay, wait.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means
so it just jumped me back
and always
to
put
where
in
it
the
was.
Story first.
Okay.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Bright white, blinding light.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, can't open the broom closet this time.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs.
And they've prevented me from going
office.
downstairs. Oh, that sound is kind of creepy. That sound is definitely kind of creepy. Okay, what's over here? Okay. I guess I have to go this way. Okay. Oh, the boss's office is different.
His manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
Oh my gosh, that poor panda.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley
Business strategy, kill the
who
pandas.
orchestrated this
That's a terrible
until
business
he
strategy.
saw
Some
the
of them
door
know kung
with a
fu.
voice
They would
receiver
kill you.
next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code. Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver.
Oh, do I actually
right
say
there
it?
on the wall.
Do I have to actually, like, Night Shark 115?
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
Okay, but, like, how do I...
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Like, Night Shark 115.
Okay, fine, you're not going to do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do.
I mean, how do I...
asked you for this one single thing, for your respect.
How do I speak?
Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
And
when Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
what the heck?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
What the heck? What the heck is
Stanley,
going on?
Please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
What?
Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing
Wait, so
to do.
like go to the door on the right,
Take
then go
the time
unplug the
you
thing,
need.
then come back. Ah, looks like a driver's ready to install. Okay. Close that out. Alright, come on. There we go. Come on. Stanley Parable, being dumb. There we go. Okay. Alright, so door on the right, and then unplug the phone.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Okay, so, door on the right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by
Okay,
the
so just
employee
keep going
lounge
to the door
first,
on the
just
right.
to
That's
admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. Giddy in a way he hadn't, but eager to get back to business.
It's
Stanley
good to know
took
that,
the
like,
first open door on
I guess
his
I just
left.
reached the real ending, like, I guess if there's a real ending
Stanley
to
was
this game.
so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
So what happens when I...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Alright, well,
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make
Okay.
every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Alright,
This is
so
it,
we gotta
Stanley.
go in.
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into
Go
your
onto the
life.
catwalk.
She's been waiting.
What do you mean the catwalk? Okay, so we're gonna go here. Cool.
That's her, Stanley. Oh, no, 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 you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
Okay. Where is the
It's
catwalk?
definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
Because I'm
None
real.
of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley.
The narrator
You're a
kind of
real
sounds like
person.
Scar from The Lion King.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely.
Oh,
it's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
You can jump onto a thing?
It's the best part
Alright, how do I skip this choice thing? Because I've already seen this choice thing.
But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical
okay, so that means like I
person
have to go
named
through this again
Stephen
because
has
after
a
this choice
he could spend
video
years
thing, there's gonna
helping
have like
improve the
a
quality
like
of
an
life
actual
for
wooden
citizens
or
of
a metal
impoverished third
like
world
gate
nations.
fence that I can't jump
Or
over,
he
right?
could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you
does that
cannot
mean
continue
that some of the
talking.
students I work with,
Turn
when
to
they
a
start
partner and
talking
practice saying,
crazy
"My
and they're not
goodness,
making any
is
sense,
it 4:30?
I should
I'm
respond
supposed
with
to be having a back, sack, and crack."
I should respond with this, like when they're like, you're not real. Oh my goodness, is it 4:30?
Excellent.
I should have a
Making choices on a
back
regular
snack
basis is the
and
best
crack.
part to a healthy decision-making process.
back sack and crack, I guess.
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less?
I don't know.
And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially
Taco,
insignificant,
you might be real,
and the
but, like,
feeling should subside.
At
this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise
I don't know
to
why I'm
test
so
and
tired.
reinforce
You
the
know what?
material
I know why I'm
covered in
tired.
this
I'm
video.
tired because I went to the gym for the first time. I made a choice. I went to the gym.
Welcome back.
It's not the first time
You may have
ever, but like
noticed
I went
that this
and
room has begun
exercised,
to
and
deteriorate as a result of narrative
because I'm
contradiction.
out of shape
But
and
not
fat,
to worry. Now that you're
that
properly informed on
exercise
good
decided
decision-making,
to
we're going to revisit a choice you
messed
made
up
just
me-
a few minutes
messed me
ago
up.
and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay, so we're gonna go here, and then I think we'll just keep going to the right door. Is what Taco said. Yeah, no, get swole. So okay, so I went to the gym, right, and I'm like, oh, there's the catwalk.
Now that we know
Okay,
your
so like
choices are
jump off the
meaningful, we
onto
can't have
the
you jumping off
catwalk.
the platform and dying. Imagine
Next
the
time.
main
Okay.
character dying senselessly halfway
So I went to the
through
gym,
story.
and, like,
that story would make no sense.
That made me
at
real.
all.
Going to the gym
We
made me
just need to
realize
get you
like
home as soon
I
as possible before the
can't
narrative
stand a lot of
contradiction
children.
Gets any worse.
Um,
Unfortunately, it seems this
there were these
place
kids
is not
there
well equipped to deal
that were
with
just hanging out.
reality.
They were just hanging out, and they were super loud, and like I'm just trying to walk on a treadmill, and whatever. And these kids just they're just talking, but they're not talking. They're like shouting. Like shouting at the top of their lungs, almost at each other, and they're being kids or whatever. But like they didn't understand gym etiquette, and I didn't want
Almost
like
there.
I was the
You'll
only
take
white
door
guy
on
in the gym.
left,
They were all
back to the
black
correct
kids
ending.
and one
The story
Hispanic
will
kid,
have resolution
and I didn't
once
want to be
again,
the jerk
and you'll be
who's
home
like the
free
white
in
guy
the
who's
real
like, oh my
world.
gosh, you kids don't know anything. Like I'm white, I'm
Now
better than
remember,
you. Don't
all
you know?
you
I
need to
didn't
do
want to
is
do
behave
that, so I didn't say
exactly as
anything.
Stanley would.
But
That
then one
means
of the
choosing
security guards
responsibly
came up, and he was a
always
black dude, and they
putting
were
the
always like,
story
"Oh
first.
shoot, security
I'm quite
guard!
sure you'll be up to
We
the
have
task.
basketballs and
Just
stuff in the
follow
gym.
my
We're
lead
playing
and you'll be
around. Like
fine.
we should probably get
All
out of
right.
here." And then they all
When
left when the
Stanley
security
came
guard
to a
showed
set
up.
of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Gym etiquette, guys. It's important. Don't be obnoxious when you're in the gym. People are just trying to work out.
No! Why did you do that?
Okay.
Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Okay, cool. I'm out, and we're gonna go back in. Okay. So we're back. I thought you said I needed to keep going to the right door, Taco. It's doing nothing. Let's try one more time. Maybe it's like that clicking thing. Nope, okay. Alright, nothing's there. Alright, we'll go to the left. And
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage?
That's just the same ending we got before.
It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that?
I like the level of detail in here, though. Like, they have real...
I have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly
like
destroy
office
all
work
of
and
my
stuff.
work?
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, we'll begin the game again. And just go through. Okay, so...
All of his co-workers were gone.
Wait.
What could it mean?
Oh, that's
Stanley
new.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is new. This is really new. What the heck?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
Welcome to the whiteboard
did it
ending.
Advance the story in any way.
Okay. Okay, I don't... Okay, alright, I guess we'll go forward now, I guess.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, so we're gonna go to the door on the left.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it ball up inside you, take it out passive-aggressively, resent other coworkers. I like it. Using slides to assure everything's employees okay. Calm and productive work environment. This is true. It's like I'm the special from the Lego movie. Alright, so, broom closet, just because we can open the broom closet.
Oh, no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish.
So I guess it counts the number of times you go into this room, huh?
Please take your time.
I don't know. It's like a nice little room. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
Where do I
to
go
his
down?
boss's office.
What if I go down? What happens? Why is there cardboard behind the staircase? What's up with this creepy red...
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself,
that's good.
I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
All right, keeping moving forward.
He imagined himself flying and began to gently float.
Oh, yeah.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun. and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
1, 2, B4.
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts.
Man, this game is way too meta.
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream.
Wait, did this
How
just
could it be?
repeat?
Was Stanley simply deceiving
No,
himself?
not quite.
Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it.
Oh my gosh,
He would
it's
prove
repeating.
that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back,
Huh.
the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly
This game is
the
really
way
meta.
it's always been.
I don't know how to handle
My life
it.
is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Man, that's not very convincing. Nope. All right, I'm in the same room as before. 1, 2, B4.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Nice.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Huh. This is different.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
That's true, man.
And
You
in
can
that
spot a crazy
moment,
person.
She
Like,
thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
well, that was morbid. Huh. Okay. Guess that's called the whiteboard ending. Alright, so let's
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
go to the door on the
the
right
meeting
and try to
room.
jump that
Perhaps he had
bridge.
simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The
Yeah,
lounge
you're
was
right there,
grand,
Taco. I've never looked
majestic.
at a dead body and felt
Perhaps,
good about
but
myself
eager
either.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Unless it's one of those like demon bodies and Darksiders,
Stanley
which
was
I
so
love the
bad
game.
following
I should probably
directions,
stream it.
It's
But
incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
those demon bodies and Darksiders, like those are pretty
Look, Stanley,
intense.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really. I'm not.
All
I
right,
realize
what happens
that
when I go
investing
this
your
way?
trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Yeah, there is
Give me a
danger everywhere.
chance.
Okay. You know what? This is, I mean, it's kind of a walking simulator, right? Like you're walking around and hanging out. This kind of reminds me of that stupid horror game that I played as one of my first streams.
Now listen carefully,
the
this is
Cthulhu
important.
thing.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Yeah, not a chance.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yeah, no.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
The blue door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Oh, don't get snooty with me.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did.
All right, that's cool.
And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where.
And
the
now I'm gonna
idea
have to come
came
back and do
from,
that
except
4
that
more times because I want to find out what
I
happens.
felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh, this is cool.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Wait, what is happening?
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let the baby burn.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
Man, what is going on?
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What is this?
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then...
Why can't I do anything in this game? I'm like locked into this little...
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
This is so weird. I'm like,
Oh my. It
playing
looks
a
like it's
game.
going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. Did you? You're the narrator.
Oh, no, 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 no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Oh no, there was a monster. Huh. Okay. What is, wait, what is this?
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired.
Is
I
this
couldn't have done
Portal?
it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Yep, it's definitely Portal. I have actually never played, I own Portal 2. I've never played it. I was gifted it in college, and I've never played through it.
It's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
Don't be sarcastic with me, you narrator.
Actually, you know what? I think that's plenty.
What?
I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games.
Oh, okay. Work in progress. Was I supposed to drop down that hole? I feel like I was supposed to, but like... Okay. Guess we go through the doorway. And further down the rabbit hole we go into the darkness. Oh, okay. What is... We're going right. What? What the heck is this? Why is it so dark? What is this? All right, narrator dude, I'm lost. I don't understand. I think he's just having a hissy fit. Yeah, no, I get the joke, Taco. I get the joke. I just kind of don't get the rest of this. Why can't I interact with anything in this cursed world? Oh, okay. And he's just had enough of me.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
All right, can't go anywhere. So this is just like how the story ends, I guess. There's a lot of endings for this game. A lot. Whoa, okay, papers everywhere. That's
all of
new.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
That's entirely new.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
That's room 420. Okay. That was a cheap joke.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
Okay, so
knew
we're
it
gonna
perfectly well.
find out what happens when we
Perhaps
go
he
through the
wanted to
red door
stop by
now.
the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Pretty interested.
And here it was, the lounge. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced
Not for others,
that I want
just for
something
you.
bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is
All right,
important.
so we're going to go through the blue door
Stanley
until it
walked
gets really
through
mad
the
at
red
me,
door.
and then we'll go through the red door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked...
All right, fine, I'll go through the red door.
Thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
I mean,
the problem is all these
walking through the
choices.
red door
the two
doesn't
of us
tell me
always
that,
trying
but-
to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I
Oh
wanted
no,
to
I'm stuck
stop.
in a loop of
I would,
the door
we
on the
would
left.
both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Into the darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Who knows? Only the claw knows. Ed, Ed, and Eddie reference. Okay, so towards the light at the end of the tunnel. Into the darkness. Oh, look at this. I'm like in a spaceship. Oh, that is really beautiful, actually.
Beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place.
What really
Stanley,
sucks, Taco?
I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Good, man. Oh, that's pretty. What happens if I just, like, hang out here for a while? Look at all that pretty textures and stuff as they fall, tileable textures as they fall down. Oh, now it's just green dots. This is cool. Kind of want to see what's next. Okay, so the green dots are cool. Reminds me of Flubber. That's what this green dots remind me of. It reminds me of Flubber. And actually, this music is reminding me of my Star Trek The Next Generation binge watches. All right, what's next? What's next after the green lights? What's next? Oh, now there are red lights. But like, what happens if I stay, Taco? Because it's pretty nice. Oh, it's like very relaxing, right? Like it's like we could meditate. We could throw in some ohms, and it would feel like perfect. We're just gonna This is like straight up the music that was playing at the end of the P90X yoga video when they're like, all right, you've just worked out for an hour and 20 minutes. Let's relax. This is It's kind of fun. And there's nothing else. Ah, the stars are back. Nice. No, I want the narrator to be happy. Is that like a dialogue thing that he's like, oh, I'm super happy, and he like communicates that? Anybody know? If shoot, who was it? If the cake is a lie, if you're still here. If you're still here, cake is a lie. Is that a thing? Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna go then. I've already sat through a full round of that. It's really nice.
No, wait. Where are you going?
I mean, that stuff was nice and stuff, but like.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
But what if I don't die? What if I walk up the
Please,
stairs
no,
and don't?
Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh man, now I'm the bad guy. I have to jump. No,
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
that's... I don't even cast a shadow? That's kind of dumb. What happens? Okay, what happens if we go back? I don't want to kill myself just yet. I mean, I guess it's eventually gonna happen, but like... Faced with the two options.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Yep, nope, okay.
No. What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
Yep.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
Well, I mean, I've played this portion now. I've got the left door, some choices to make going through that door. I've pretty much exhausted all I care to exhaust on the right door. Cowabunga!
No! Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
No.
No. No, no. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Geronimo!
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do... My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation
that is
correctly?
so... Oh, narrator, don't... That's not... It's not like that. The narrator... Man, that's not... Stupid human voice sounding like Pain Geronimo!
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was... Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Oh, man.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
Man. Alright, well, we're gonna have to go back. No more dialogue. Don't you make sad remarks at me this time, narrator. I can't handle it. This game doesn't need to hit me like Doki Doki Literature Club hit me.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it?
Okay.
I'm going back.
And we're back. Alright, this is the whiteboard ending again.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, how does the whiteboard ending change if I, like, actually play the game?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Oh man, that's funny. He
He
won't let me into the broom closet anymore.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered
shoot,
the
this is
possibility
the-
of
I'm in
facing
this
his
ending
boss,
again?
admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these...
Alright, I've already seen this ending. Okay, beginning the game again. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to go through the left door.
When Stanley came
because
to
I've
a set of
exhausted
two
all
open
the
doors,
right
he
door
entered
choices.
the door on his left.
I think.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided
Still
to go
won't let me
up
go
to
through
his
there.
boss's
So,
office.
okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What's this? What is this thing? Executive bathroom? Yes. Because the boss knows what because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Extreme bathrooms. It's a bad mirror. Okay. The executive bathroom is a thing I didn't know about the first time. It's over here. Business strategy. Like it. Kill the pandas. Some of them know Kung Fu, though. Let's go up. Wait, did that guy just like whisper Stanley? If I walked upstairs to my boss's office, how much higher up can I go? Wait, what? So, why? I don't get it. Does the elevator literally go nowhere? That's aggravating. Like, I thought it would go somewhere. You know? Kind of expected to go somewhere at least.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
What is this?
Could
This
it
is
mean?
2-2.
Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, This keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Really nothing to happen when I interact with a piano?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs, trying to input any, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. Alright, I guess we gotta hit the button. Actually, you know what? I think there's one ending on the right door that I haven't done. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
There was escape thing.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Really?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yeah, why not? What's the worst that could happen? Geronimo! Well, I guess that's like a mine shaft or whatever. Wait, what?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story.
Hello, Nicholas. Welcome.
Vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
Whoa,
as
what
Stanley
happened?
was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral
Oh,
instant,
awesome. Welcome back.
Stanley was
Glad you're done.
as the machine
You finally
crushed
finished
every
moving then,
bone
right?
in his body, killing him instantly.
But I'm not dead. I think I missed that. I don't think I was paying attention. So,
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
well, this is cool.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
That's pretty much
Do you
true.
see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Huh. What are these things? Are these like the office layout? Like the office beginning of the game, the path, Stanley's 2 doors. Huh. That's interesting. Okay, that's cool. The 2 doors. Wait, I don't understand. What's the contradiction the room chose? Or the room showed? The office. Okay, I don't think I get it. Okay. Button sounds. There's a lot of people that have worked on this game. I mean, that's not like a ton of people, but like more people than I kind of thought. Ah, so there's only like three computers. Press 8 like a ton of times. Okay, like I'm pressing 8 repeatedly. How long do I have to press 8 for? Okay, what's this direction? The office clock. I like it. It's actually showing a little bit of time progression. That's good. The boss's office. What's over here? I like this. Employee lounge. Nice. The underground. This is cool. This is cool. Like a cool showing of like how this thing goes. Recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times. These clips. There's a river? Well, I guess maybe there was going to be a river. Ah. That's interesting. The freedom ending. Yep, I've done the freedom ending already. Does this mean like I can like kill people or like fire people? The countdown room. Okay, can't push those buttons. It's over here. Rendered image of the game design mockup. That's pretty cool. This is nice, actually. I have not. I have not done that yet. That was like on the next list of next things to do. Huh, okay. What's over here? Number one option. Obey, disobey. Okay, two confusion ending. There's a vent in the lounge? Huh. Interesting. Huh. It's actually kind of cool, like, learning about how they created this game. Design an ending where Stanley end up fighting aliens, huh? Ah, okay. That explains the decision for not keeping that change. Okay. Hey, Chris, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. What's over here? What is this? Update to email the narrator for questions. Huh. Interesting. This really is like a neat game. Maybe I'll make my students make this. I like this column. Maybe I'll make my students make one of these columns. I've done basically all. I've gotten the confusion ending, the whiteboard ending, a lot of them. I basically went through the right door as many times as possible. I got the play a different game ending.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
And we turned it off.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
It's gonna load back up in a second, right? Because that would be bad. That would be bad if it didn't load back up in a second. Okay. Fine. Make me do that. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright. So let's see.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door.
Yeah, so we're going to go to the door on the left. And then we are going to go... Basically going to follow everything.
There was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yes, I have done the phone ending. I've unplugged the phone.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Listen, dude.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few
Oh,
moments
man.
with some calming new age music.
Well, I guess that's what I get. The narrator does get pretty sassy. Yeah, I've done the phone ending. I've done the unplug the phone ending. The you're a real person.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley
What do you mean
calmly
broom
walked
closet
forward
ending?
into the opened passageway.
I went into the broom closet enough that he blocked off the broom closet. So there you go. I don't know if that counts as an ending, but I can't get in the broom closet anymore. Alright, here we go. Click the button. Alright, here we go. And we've already done the
Stanley walked straight
escape
ahead
thing.
through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, I guess he is tired of me coming out of the closet. This is a stupid joke, Taco.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Love you too, Taco. Love you too. Alright, so then we hit the button and the monitors pop
Now
up.
the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Except they're
Stanley's
all
coworkers.
empty.
The lives of
Where
so
are the
many
coworkers?
individuals
Like,
reduced to
how
images
does
on
this
a
story
screen.
never talk about where the
Stanley,
coworkers have
one of
gone?
them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Why do you never find that out? What do I have to do to find out where the heck the coworkers went? That's kind of ridiculous. Like, I've gotten the whole, like,
This
it's
mind
all a
control
dream.
facility, it was
I've
too
already done the
horrible
freedom
to
ending.
believe.
That
It
was the
couldn't
first thing
be
I did.
true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to
Okay.
accept it blindly?
We're gonna go.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Already did that. I've already done
Wasn't
that
it?
one. Yeah.
Was it even possible? Had he truly spent
gotten the
his
430
entire
achievement.
life utterly blind to the world?
All right. So here we go.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content.
What is the
Walking,
point of this being
eating,
down here?
Working, all of it
I did
monitored
the
and commanded from
narrator's
this very
happiness
place.
ending,
And as the cold reality of his past began
where,
to sink in,
like, I guess
Stanley
the
decided that this
narrator
machinery
enjoys
would
it,
never again
and then you have to,
exert
like,
its
jump
terrible
off a
power
building
over another human
a few
life.
times.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
No, I've definitely not beaten the baby game. You have to play that for like 4 hours, right? System power. We're gonna turn it on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's
No, I have not.
desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
Do I have to,
My
like, if I push these buttons
only
in order?
34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge, it's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Well, that's petty.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Alright, I liked that ending. That was a good ending. I rather enjoyed that. Hello, Chroma. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Alright, that was fun. Okay, so that's it. I think that's as many endings as we can get. I think the only thing I haven't done...
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Wait. Did I just like walk through all that stuff without even realizing? Yeah, okay.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Alright. Now, according to the schematic, there was a vent at some point. But I guess that the thing... Yeah, I've done the red-blue door. Does the ending change based on how many times you walk through the blue door
Stanley
first?
took the first open door on his left.
Oh, wait. I haven't done this. Like,
And
what
so
if I
he
go...
detoured through the maintenance section,
straight
walked
through?
straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
No difference. Okay.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
Yeah, I
decided
wanna
to
go back
up
in the
to his
broom
boss's
closet.
office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, man. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be just to have to pick one. I guess. It's nice to know that that thing changes over time, though.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Wow. I like it. He's gotten snootier and snootier. Wait. I'll have to try that. I have to try that. In fact, let's try that right now. Into the boss's room. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
The whiteboard
What did
ending.
it mean? Stanley decided when Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, now it's just automatically opening things up.
Here's the door.
Well, now what? Well, this isn't good. Didn't know this was a thing. Okay, so we're back. Almost all the way. And hey, look. That door is open. What is that? You are now leaving. Oh, this is new. This is a new thing. Escape pod bay. Yep, cool. How would anybody even find this ending? Like, how would anybody know that this is a thing? Oh my gosh, how many flights of stairs do I have to go up? Nobody would know that that ending was a thing. Yeah, okay, so I just got turned around then. I'm just wandering around in the darkness, I guess. Wait. Where? Okay. Oh, look at that. This is interesting. Huh. Wait, why did it just restart? No dialogue, no like escape pod, no nothing? Really? Was that like meant to be a thing?
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Well, that's creepy.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
Hey,
first,
Legendary Wolf.
just to admire it. It was okay.
No, I want more dialogue from you, sir. Really? No. No extra dialogue about how much time I spend in this room? No? Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
So
Good
does that
job,
mean
Stanley.
when I have
Everyone
to do the
thinks you're very powerful.
to get the heaven ending, because I haven't done that one obviously.
Someone
I have
was
to
following
find the
Stanley.
computer that's
He was
letting me.
sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
I have to find the computer taking input and click on it. Yeah, okay. So we'll go look for the computers, take awaiting input. Oh, it doesn't happen, so I like have to like... Alright, what's with the dude that's like following me?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What's the window ending?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't.
Right. Alright, so I was told that like desk 433.
Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
I have to like figure out a way to get on top of that computer, huh? Ah, okay.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
Okay.
So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like, right now. You could have done it just then.
Right.
Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on
I
your
just love
own
that this
desires
narrator gets
to
sassier and
restart the
sassier and
game.
sassier.
So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Let's do it.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people
I like it. He's
considered
got musical
so
talent.
manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
I mean, I'm already kind of unbearable. Just ask any of my students. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna like leave. Do I get the commitment achievement for just sitting here and just waiting? Well, actually, you won't get a cover of that song, but I am recording the Evermore song from Beauty and the Beast. I'm recording that tomorrow. Man, you're right. Now I gotta do this again. Shoot. Nicholas, is that the lyrics to this song? Oh man. Ugh. All right, I think I can wait the game out. It's not gonna just keep playing that on a loop forever. No, Taco. I'm not gonna play this game for super long. Okay, so the gag is over. The song is done. There's no way for me to get back up there. You're just in a white walled room. Alright, fine. We'll begin the game again. We're gonna find out what happens when we hit the no button. Ah, it's a Dark Brotherhood chant.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
I think Wednesday I'm gonna play some Hearthstone again, and then
no matter how hard Stanley
this Saturday
worked,
I'm actually gonna
he
be
couldn't find
in
a trace
Nashville,
of his
so I won't be
co-workers.
streaming this Saturday or on Labor Day because I'll be getting into town. All right, what happens when I hit no?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Oh my
He
goodness.
then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So,
Damn.
now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yes, I am sick, but we're gonna say no.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would
Wait,
I have
is
taken
that-
the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option?
I mean,
Clearly,
yes.
This whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one?
I think the yes
Imagine
choice
if you
was
had
better,
selected
just because.
continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the
This
other
narrator's
options
voice
so
is
much
really
that I'm
peaceful.
going to
I
stop
like it.
talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna begin the game again. And Taco, yeah, I definitely can do that. I can definitely not play this game
How
again
long was
for
I sitting
5
there?
years.
Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
All right, let's find these computers. Oh, man, it's raining outside the office. No input. No input. Dang it. Can I just keep restarting like over and over again?
When Stanley came to a
Like begin the game again. Wait for the input options. Just like I mean, I'm hitting the number 8 a lot, so I don't know. Okay, none of those computers have it. So, beginning again. Trying to get this, all the, the 8s is the boss's keypad. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, well, maybe I'll just go do that. Because none of those inputs are showing up, so maybe I can't just keep
When
respawning.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
Alright, achievement unlocked. I'm just doing it now for kicks and giggles. Okay. Alright, you're going to start that over? Yep, begin the game again.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Trying to find the computers that need input. No. Dang it. Alright, launching again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
How
meeting
often do
room.
those, like,
Perhaps he had simply
awaiting
missed a memo.
input computers appear? And, like, will this spawn new ones?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Ah,
What could it mean?
okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, what happens if I get locked in my office? Because that's apparently a thing that can happen.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Dang it. All right, trying to either get locked in my office.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back
Dang
of his
it.
hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Well, yeah, I got the first input already. The second input, and I've gotten that one too, actually. Now I'm looking for number 3, I guess. Boss's secretary. So I gotta always go to the boss's room now.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
Man.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Alright, trying to get all
Stanley
these
decided
endings
to go up to his boss's
is
office, Coming to a staircase, Stanley
It's a
walked
bit
upstairs
aggravating.
to his boss's office.
There's just too many endings. Alright, boss's secretary. It put received. Is it the boss's computer next?
Here's the door, just go.
Alright, so that was number 4. How do I get, or that was number 3. How do I get number 4? Chris, help me out. How do I get number 4? We're going to start, I guess we'll begin the game again. The next is 434. Perfect.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
It's just a bunch of buttons. What happens if I push all the buttons? Oh, they come back. Button pushing is really satisfying. Alright. Begin the game again. Alright, last playthrough. This is the last playthrough I'm doing
I can't wait
tonight.
to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright. I feel like I've been a rat trapped in a maze.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
I'm rather ready to
Feeling
get
a
out of the
wave
maze.
Disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley
So thanks for
walked
hanging out.
upstairs to
Thanks for
his
showing me
boss's
stuff that I
office.
wouldn't have figured out otherwise. Appreciate that.
Here's the door, just go.
So you're saying type... it's not letting me type it, so maybe I just don't get it.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Adios, Tucker. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, we're gonna press this button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yes, yes he does.
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their
So,
true
lesson
nature
learned.
revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
427.
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
$427. I'm right there. Yep. there's my room.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley
What do you mean,
been under
don't go
someone's
up? The cake is a
control
lie?
all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yeah, I'm typing that. It's not bringing anything up, Chris.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh, man.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled
All right,
with
well,
emotions.
I am...
Happy or sad
We're gonna...
or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it
Yeah.
monitored and commanded from this very place.
Okay.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
All right, well, we're going to turn this off. And then, where's the door? There's like a door.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
It's over for me, that's for sure.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
I need to maybe
And yet,
not go to the gym
even as
before
the
I stream
immense
next
door
time.
slowly opened, Stanley reflected on
man.
how many
So
puzzles
tired.
still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber,
It's
he
okay. I've
realized
seen a lot of
none
the
this
weird,
mattered to
strange
him,
mysteries that
for
this
it was
building
not
holds.
knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
All right,
This
I'll play
was
one more
exactly
time.
the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
One more time, just to
And
see what happens. Cake
was
is a lie.
happy.
Play one more time, just because of that. And Chris, I'll go ahead and type face punch. We'll see how that goes.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except
What?
badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to
The
himself,
heck?
is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Okay, that was weird. All right, so last.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Okay, so we're gonna go to that room.
When
And
Stanley
then-
came to a set of two open doors, He entered the door on his left.
We're gonna wait.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping, coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
All right, so... Man, okay. I'm tired. This game usually is pretty
through the large door that
far
led
outside my
facility.
Normal. So my normal gameplay. Okay, so
the lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Yeah, normally I'm like playing hack and slashers, or my Skyrim stream is normal. Something that's like keeping me actively engaged. This whole like finding different. All right, well, if it's your favorite thing in the game, I'm sure I'll like it.
Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers, the lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Yeah, this whole finding the different endings thing is kind of
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Kind of different.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control?
I guess it's good. Like, you should branch out and play games that you don't usually play. But
his boring job, that his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly.
Okay, so we're just gonna chill here and hang out. Watch the screens flicker over. 500 something employees. Nobody is here. Oh, they have employee 007. That's cool. Yeah, like I did like it. I did like this game. It was one of those you know, like, it was really interesting just how much thought and time went into like coming up with different endings and allowing you to be able to just do kind of whatever you wanted. Wait, I turned. Wow. That's kind of cool. I like how they've got the William hides the best secrets. Okay. I liked it. I liked that secret. That was fun.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
That was
His
fun.
own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life
So I think my least favorite ending. Was probably the one where the narrator was happy. Like he was like, "Oh, we changed things," and like, "I'm happy," and this is the happiness room or whatever.
Labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Hey Morgan, welcome.
And as the cold reality
I'm actually finishing up a stream
Stanley
of
decided that
the
this
Stanley
machinery
Parable.
would never again exert.
Yeah, the confusion ending was really fun. Like to stumble upon the confusion ending right off the bat was really fun. But my least favorite was definitely the narrator because like he was happy and then
And a rising
I was
chill
like,
of uncertainty. Was it over?
I was like, man, I don't want to jump off the thing to like
He had won.
to make the narrator upset to like restart the game. I just felt bad about that.
Command. Freedom was mere moments away.
I don't know. So that was my least favorite
Even as
ending
the
here.
immense door slowly opened,
Morgan, I hope
Stanley
you had a good day.
reflected on how many
Sorry,
puzzles still lay
sorry, I'm ending my stream right when
Where had
you're
his
coming in.
co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's
Yeah, I chose the blue door all 3
mysteries
times,
did
then I
this
went back and
strange
chose the
building
red door
hold?
all 3
But
times.
as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it
So it was
not
fun. I got a
knowledge
lot
or
of the
even
endings. I
power
got the
that
game
he had
endings. I
been
played the
seeking,
baby thing.
but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
I watched.
No
All right,
longer
what
would
has
anyone
happened? I've
tell
done
him
this a
where to
couple
go,
of times.
what to do, or
Um,
how to feel. Whatever life
I've
he
done the
lives,
phone
it will
endings,
be
and yeah, I did pretty much
That was
everything.
all he
I
needed to
think.
know. It was
The heaven
perhaps
ending, the button
the
one was
only
fun. I
thing
didn't know
worth
about that.
knowing. Stanley
So I'm glad I
stepped
went through and
the
pressed all the
open door.
buttons. The evil ending or whatever, the nuclear explosion, that was fun. So, no, absolutely not. I will not play the baby game. I will not play the baby game for 4 hours. All right.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant
I feel
to
like this is
happen.
kind of a spoof of like Portal
Stanley
because they like it opens up or
was
whatever.
happy.
I've never finished Portal though. Maybe I should stream Portal one of these days. I know it's an old game. Not many people got to be watching that, but there's so many games that like I didn't play because I didn't grow up. I grew up kind of playing games, but my mom was like, "No, you can't play games. You got to go outside," because that's what she did. So I didn't play as many games as I perhaps wanted to play. So it's okay. But yeah. All right. Well. All right, guys. Hey, I'm Tzsweezy. Thanks for tuning in on the stream. I really appreciate it. I will be back on Wednesday, either Skyrim or Hearthstone. I'm not sure which one. So I don't know. If you have any requests, there's a request form if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, you can join the Discord server and send some requests in there. There's also like a link, I think, on the About Me. If you click on the About Me thing, it should take you to a Google form. So if you guys have anything like, hey, let's watch Tzsweezy play these games, yeah, that's fine. So send me a thing. So adios, the cake is a lie. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Yeah, with your username, you probably would watch me play Portal. So one of these days I'm gonna play it. Maybe, but it'll probably be during a stream. So, all right, guys. I am Tzsweezy once again. I've had a good time hanging out with you guys, and I'm heading out. It's all good, Morgan. It's all good. You got a life, man. You got stuff to do. I'm not upset. I'm not offended. So, but it's good to see you. So I will see you in the next stream, hopefully. So, all right, guys. Hey, I'm Tzsweezy. Peace out.